leading education platform Interview Kickstart that helps tech workers level up for a career in big tech and AI companies has raised $10 million in funding from Blume Ventures. Bootstrapped and profitable for several years, this is Interview Kickstart's first fundraise, and to talk to us about the road ahead, joining me now is co-founder Ryan Valles. Also joining me is my colleague Arundhati. Ryan, welcome to Startup Street. First, tell us, is this a Series A fundraise or is it a pre-Series A round? Also, if you could talk to us about your business model, what are the unique courses and offerings, and what pain points do they solve? And tell us, what does Blume's backing mean to you?
Thank you very much, guys. Delighted to be on the show. Needless to say, I'm a big fan. Technically, this would be our first raise, but we are at a very significantly large scale, and so this is much more akin to a growth round. In terms of what we do, we are the go-to platform for tech professionals, largely in the US at the moment, who want to prepare to get to work at some of the best companies in the world, doing work that is extremely impactful globally, and we prepare them to get there. Central to our approach is the fact that all our courses, including our advanced AI courses, are developed, designed, and delivered by what we call elite Silicon Valley engineering professionals, folks who come from Google, Facebook, Amazon, and the like, and who are at the bleeding edge of tech. So, that's what we do. The funding from Blume is going to give us a big impetus to continue our expansion. We want to use that money to expand globally, double down on our leadership position in the US, and maybe induct a few more courses.
Right, so a few plans there, but Ryan, hi, Arundhati here. If you could quickly tell us, how do you plan to utilize the $10 million that you've raised? So what's the fund allocation plan? And like you just said, you want to double down on your position in the US. So how will this funding help you do that?
So, first and foremost, we, like you guys mentioned, are a profitable business. And so the business generates enough cash for us to run regular operations. The goal of this fundraise was to supercharge and is to supercharge our growth initiatives. Three key areas that we want to invest in. First is launch new courses, right? With the pace at which tech is changing, the half-life of tech, you look at things like generative AI, there is an unparalleled emerging opportunity to help existing engineers globally up-level very significantly in their career. And so that's going to be the first area of focus. The second is we want to take our mission global. There are massive tech hubs globally, India, Europe, Southeast Asia. We plan to expand to all of them. And the third, and possibly the most important, is to double down on our consumer experience. At the end of the day, we do what we do because we want people to level up very significantly in their career. And that is kind of our North Star. So those are the three things that we want to focus on with the capital that we have gotten from Blume.
Like you said, you help tech workers level up for a career in big tech and AI companies. And you mentioned that your graduates have landed top jobs at Google, Meta, Amazon, Airbnb, Lyft, and LinkedIn, and many others. What is the highest compensation a graduate has got, and what new disciplines do you offer to future-proof their careers? And also, very quickly, if you could talk to us about the revenue model. What is the revenue model that you share with instructors and with students?
Whole bunch of very interesting questions. Let's start with compensation. That tends to be the most compelling thing. Our average offers tend to be at over $300,000. The highest offer that we actually generated last year. And that was when one of our learners ended up getting an offer at $1.267 million. So we are talking about seriously high compensation here. And that is really the opportunity and why we feel that it is such a compelling opportunity for people to work at top companies. In terms of the business model, let's look at both questions that you asked. First, let me answer the question on instructors, and then let me answer the question on our revenue model vis-a-vis students. With instructors, Arundhati, we have what we call a managed marketplace. Our instructors, being full-time professionals at the top companies, are able to bring this very compelling company-first knowledge to bear with each of our courses, but they are working professionals. And so, one has to build a construct where they can put in different amounts of time based on their availability. And so we pay them in function of the time they put in. In some cases, it might be 20 hours a week. In some cases, it might be 20 hours every 6 months. And that's how it works. And with students, it's a very simple, straightforward fee where students pay us upfront.
All right, Ryan, we've completely run out of time, but many thanks for joining us on Startup Street and wish you the very best for the growth map ahead.
Thank you very much, guys. Lovely to be here.